Well, thank you, John, and thanks everyone for coming out to hear about P2 Gold. Before I get going, I will be making forward-looking statements throughout this presentation. So I'm now going to share with you 3 reasons why P2 Gold is a story to watch and a stock to consider. First and foremost, management. We have an experienced management team with a proven track record of success in advancing mining projects. Most of us started working together years back at Silver Standard, where we assembled a portfolio of silver projects with over 2 billion ounces of silver, and with the construction of the Perquitas mine, took Silver Standard from a silver explorer to a silver producer. We left Silver Standard in late 2010 to form Pretium Resources around our high-grade gold discovery at the Brucejack project in the Golden Triangle in northwest British Columbia. At Pretium, we advanced Brucejack from an early-stage project to a producing mine, very profitable. One of the reasons we believe that sets us apart as a management team, as we took Brucejack from a grassroots discovery to commercial production in under 8 years. So we are a team that delivers. Second reason to consider an investment in P2 Gold, we have 2 standout gold-copper projects. We have our resource stage GABS project in Nevada and our BAM property up in the Golden Triangle in northwest British Columbia. So at GABS, when we launched P2 Gold, we were looking for an advanced, more advanced project, resource stage that we could get our minds wrapped around about advancing to production. And so we were trying to fill up that project pipeline as we had a number of grassroots projects. So we must have looked at well over a half dozen projects. And what we were looking for was a project that satisfied our basic criteria, but also had some aspects that we believe were overlooked by others. So when we came across GABS, it ticked all the boxes. GABS is located in the Walker Lane Trend in west central Nevada, great jurisdiction. We have a nice sized property package, roughly 33 square kilometers. And GABS was a known exploration prospect with an inferred mineral resource of 1.84 million ounces gold equivalent. But it was evident to us that GABS had excellent potential for optimization. The vast majority of exploration carried out at GABS over the years was completed between 1980 and 1995, a low metal price era. So the operators at the time focused on that near-surface gold mineralization and ignored the copper, as that near-surface gold can be easier to extract and ship than it is than copper. And at the time, back then, a lot of big copper mines were coming on out of Chile, on stream out of Chile, and so the world was fairly awash in copper. So fortunately for us, this approach of focusing on that high-grade, that near-surface oxide mineralization didn't work. So GABS was an opportunity waiting for the right approach. Our approach for GABS is to take it all, the gold and the copper, and we've already commenced engineering studies to optimize the project. Another aspect of GABS that attracted us in the first place was infrastructure. We have a paved highway running through the northwest portion of our claims. You can see it on the map on the right-hand side of the slide. We have a well-maintained gravel road running right through the center of the claims. And we also have a power line on the claims. So after working the last 10 years in the Golden Triangle, we really appreciate the infrastructure Nevada offers. So while we were, attracted by this optimization potential and infrastructure, what really got us excited about GABS, once we had a look at the historical data, was the overlooked exploration potential. So GABS has never been systematically explored using modern exploration techniques for bulk tonnage gold and copper. So it hadn't been explored for this exploration potential. So if you take a look at the right-hand side of the slide, you have 4 known zones of mineralization on the property. And we believe that we can double or triple the existing resource of 1.84 million ounces of gold equivalent, increasing the resource to 4 to 5 million ounces of gold equivalent, just within these 4 known zones of mineralization. And we also believe that the source of this mineralization is located on our claims. So that leaves the door open for an even bigger discovery. So we plan to move GABS along fairly quickly. We have a resource update planned for the first quarter of next year, just a few months away, and we expect to complete a preliminary economic assessment on placing GABS in production by the end of the coming year. So that's GABS. So now turning to BAM. BAM's a bit of a standout in the Golden Triangle for of all things, infrastructure and access. It's not located on top of a mountain. We don't have to cross over a glacier to get to it. We've got an access road a couple kilometers to the south of the claim boundary. We've got a transmission line, northwest transmission line, about 40 kilometers east of the property. But BAM isn't about infrastructure. BAM's all about discovery. In fact, it's the newest gold discovery in the Golden Triangle. So when we optioned GABS, it was, BAM, it was right at the early days of P2 Gold. And like GABS, BAM had seen some historical work. There had been focus on high-grade copper in the early 60s. That switched over to high-grade gold in the late 80s. So BAM, like GABS, had never been systematically explored for high-grade gold and copper. So when we got the project, we went back to basics and completed a soil survey on the western margin of the claims. And that led to the discovery of the Monarch Gold Zone. So this is an area of the property that had never been drilled and had just been overlooked. There was a lot of work to the south of it and to the southwest of it, but no one had ever looked at the Monarch Gold Zone. So all new discovery, new area. So we came back this last summer and we drilled 6 holes at BAM. 4 holes into the Monarch Gold Zone, 2 holes into the Jan Copper Zone. All 4 holes at the Monarch Gold Zone hit gold. Both holes into the Jan Copper Zone hit copper. We believe BAM has the potential for a multi-million ounce gold discovery just with what we see on surface, and we believe there's even potential for more gold and copper at depth. As a result, we believe BAM has the makings of the next major gold-copper discovery in the Golden Triangle. So we've planned 10,000 meters of drilling for next summer. After that, we're going to move it quickly along to the resource stage, and from there, even to a PEA. So stay tuned, lots of excitement coming at BAM. So the third and final reason to consider investment in P2 Gold, management is aligned with the interests of shareholders. We own over 20% of the company, and we purchase these shares all at market prices. So to sum it up, why invest in P2 Gold? We have an experienced and motivated management team advancing 2 standout gold-copper projects in 2 of the best jurisdictions in North America.